Let me do a little bit of this. If your horse's back is coming up and their hind is underneath, what should the reins be like? Super light. Super light. It'll take me a little bit to warm him up, but I'll just talk to you while I do it. These strange wiggles. What I'm doing is just warming him up laterally. Just softening his ribs up a little bit, softening his hind up. But you see bridles that you buy in the shop, and they've got nice leather reins, and they have, some of them have little bits of leather along there to give you more grip. Okay, you've all seen it, haven't you? How heavy must your horse be? We have some assignments we do in the Quantum Savvy program where if you have to use more than a finger and thumb on the reins, it's too much. I've made them too long now. Sorry, Spider. So if I ever have to get to 3 fingers on the rein with my horses, I get a bit disappointed. I think, oh, my horse is getting heavy. So if I've got to use that much pressure, my horse is heavy. I should be able to do anything I want to do. Sorry, Spidey, for the lack of warm up. Yeah, do anything I want to do with no more than finger and thumb. I'm going to have to use 2 fingers because his back's not quite warmed up. I have to use 2 fingers on those reins. Might do a few lateral moves to soften him up. So I'm just doing some simple little warming up exercises on my circle here, just to warm up his back and his hind and his neck. And then I'll release it, because it's the release that teaches the horse. I just want to plant this seed for you to take home with you though. We like rope reins because they're nice and slippery. You can't grip onto them. If he puts a little bit of pressure on there, it's going to pull it out of my hands. If he's putting a bit of pressure on, let me think about that. If he's putting a bit of pressure on there and I'm having to use 2 fingers, he's telling me something. Now I could ignore it and close some more hands. When I was a little girl, I had an uncle who used to work with racehorses, and he loved horses, but he was in the racehorse side of things. And he taught me a lot about racehorses, and he gave me these squishy balls at one stage, and he said to me, you need to practice with these so many 100 times a day until you're strong enough to ride a horse. It was like jockeys used to do. And I had arms like, you should have seen, I was proud of those arms. That horrifies me now. I think, I'm a bit of a wuss now. I saw something yesterday on Facebook about some exercise program you can do to get fit and ready for riding a horse. Shouldn't be that much hard work. I'm going to try something and just see. We're not quite ready for this, but we'll see how we go. He's such a good old boy, puts in. So I'm listening to my horse and just seeing how he feels. 2 fingers there, so he's a bit heavy. I'm just going wide to soften him up. When he gets light 1 finger, I'll let it go. It's the release that teaches the horse. Keep going, buddy. Nearly done. Go wide, nice and soft, round shapes. Like we talked about before. Nice moment there. Let it go. Okay. It should be that light, everything that you do. Now if I had him tuned in a bit more, there's not much I can't do with this horse. We can canter sideways, we can, what else can we do? Nice slide changes. We can do a little bit of PR. He's getting a bit of arthritic in the back end now. So it gets a bit hard for him, canter pirouettes. But let me tell you something else. Trot pirouettes are the hard ones, canter pirouettes are easy. A horse that's braced in the body would rather jump over the brace than lift its back. So this sticky, but anyway, you get the idea. Imagine what we can do when we're warmed up. Ron asked me the other day about if I could teach flying lead changes. Just do that. You can do that and change direction. That's easy as anything. Yeah, it is. And that's a good point. So you said it's simple there, but it really, really is. That's the process. It really is that simple, but it never ceases to amaze me how difficult we make it for horses to do the right thing. I see people putting a lot of time and effort and energy and years and money and investment of everything into making things hard for the horse to do the right thing. Get rid of all your tools, get rid of all your stuff, build a good relationship with your horse, have a conversation, then to see what comes up in the next chat. Pretty soon you'll be doing all that. Something to think about, hopefully. Alright, I better stop talking because I've talked enough. I think what we might do, Shane, is I think some general questions. How about we grab a drink and a cup of tea? We'll just go and sit in the shed and maybe do
There's a
10
barbecue.
minutes
Barbecue.
Q&A while the barbecue cooks.
Yep.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thanks again for coming, everybody, and thank you, Christine and Ron, for having us. And thank you, Ravensthorpe. It's lovely. It's just like Queensland. It's beautiful.